manufacturing environment. Everyone has handset manufacturing who is manufacturing mobile devices in China, in Shanghai and Beijing, even if they're manufacturing in Guangzhou or Shenzhen. And rich water supply, don't know about the water myself, but anyway. Skilled university educated, you have Nanjing University in Nanjing, you have Jiao Tong in Shanghai, you have a bunch of solid universities, Hangzhou with excellent software capabilities. This is the strongest region within China for software development. And it's a magnet for multinational companies. Look at all these companies with offices in the Shanghai area. Now, this is what I call the greater integration strategy. It's really an untold, but I like to tell it, secret that much of these mobile devices, the design really takes place in Taiwan. Look at this. This is Motorola, right? It says Motorola, right? Motorola 220. It's actually designed by a company called Qimei in Taiwan about 1.5 years ago. Not the best device, but anyway, it works. So Taiwan basically designs a major portion of the mobile devices in the world today. Taiwanese companies. They're either doing it in China or doing it in Taiwan. Third largest manufacturer, contract manufacturer in the world is Hon Hai, Foxconn. Guess what? Apple is coming out with a cell phone. Who's going to make that? Probably Hon Hai. Probably. I don't know how Motorola likes that, but that's the reality. The market is too big, and if you're going to play it in a big way with your iPods and your mobile devices, you better go with a very large manufacturer who can produce the volume at acceptable pricing ranges. So I call this the integration strategy. This is what I call the evolution of the Chinese handset industry. Now, I've left out Hong Kong, but Hong Kong have design houses. They design cell phones in Hong Kong. They just don't manufacture them there. Design houses, quite a bit. You have essentially Western OEMs going into Taiwan, dealing with these particular vendors and others, and basically say, well, can you design this handset for me? Can you do a BOM of $50 on this smartphone? Can you do that? They'll go and they'll talk to a bunch of handset ODMs in Taiwan. They have their manufacturing arms in China as well. And now China handset OEMs are using contract manufacturers and design houses to build 3G handsets. So what's happened in the past 2 to 3 years is now these independent design houses have sprung up in China. And now these companies are saying, don't outsource to Taiwan for the R&D. I can do it. Cellon, TechFaith, Longcheer, a bunch of these other companies. Let me go back to that slide. If you notice, India is just starting to build them. I have some more slides on India in just a moment. I'd like to talk about the global sourcing taxonomy. So OEM, original design manufacturer, OEM, original equipment manufacturer, Motorola, Nokia. Then you've got ODMs like Compal, Qimei, Arima, Quanta. Then you have companies like Inventec, BenQ. Those are what we call OBMs. They started out as ODMs. They're still doing ODM work, but they're also creating their own brand. BenQ, of course, makes the Siemens phones now, that line. And these design houses, these independent design houses. I want to talk a little bit about the rise of customized design manufacturers. Now this is very interesting. It's new, a new phenomenon. Basically you have these design manufacturers, they buy the handsets, they buy them from the manufacturers, they customize these handsets, the UI, they customize the UI, and they resell them to operators or resellers. Q-Tech, have you heard of this company? How about iMate? They're going to be at the show tomorrow. Emblaze, there's another company from Israel and then the UK as well. They call them Emblaze. And then O2, go into Hong Kong. Try to buy the Universal, or what they call it, the Jazz